Typically, I'll share on the video updates or write in the newsletters about people that we meet on the streets or our friends at the park or different things like that. But I thought it'd be cool this time just to briefly share a little bit of what I feel God is speaking to me during my time in His Word and during His time here. And I got to share a few weeks ago at one of our staff meetings about this, and I wrote some stuff in my journal. And that's often a way that I come into, I guess, greater understanding and learning more is through writing. That's one of the ways that's helped me immensely to collect my thoughts and to get them together and not all chaotic, and have them under control and be able to flow them out through pen and paper. And so I've really been enjoying writing the past few years of my life. And I used to a lot when I was little, but then I stopped for a long time, and now I like writing again. But anyways, there's just a few verses. It's from John 13 where Jesus washes the disciples' feet, and essentially what he says is, before the feast began, Jesus knew, he was fully aware that the time had come for him to leave this world and return to the Father. And as he had loved those who were his own in the world, he loved them to the last and to the highest degree. And Jesus, knowing and being fully aware that the Father had put everything into his hands, and that he had come from God and was now returning to God, being aware of all of that, Jesus got up from supper and took off his garments and took a servant's towel and fastened it around his waist. Then he poured water into the wash basin and began to wash the disciples' feet, my feet, and wiped them with the servant's towel which was around his waist. And so when I was reading that, thoughts just started flowing in my head, and this is what I wrote in my journal. There are at least two possible ways to extract meaning from the passage where Jesus washes the disciples' feet. And it seems that it may all depend on how I view Jesus. Is he a good teacher, showing me how to serve others, or is he God himself? And in doing this, he is showing me how he really feels about me. I think both are a resounding yes, but it's only from really thinking about the second part that my life has the potential to be radically changed. Because anybody can show me how to serve and to serve better, but for God himself to make real his love in this way, this is the type of God he is. I have to know him in this way. It's certainly true that I am to serve God. I don't doubt that that is part of his purpose in creating me, but even that originates from his love. For to serve him is for my own good. And I cannot base my relationship with God solely or even primarily on my purpose of serving him. I must see the real root of my purpose of serving him, which is his pure and selfless service toward me. Only if I see that, only then can I endure and enjoy a life of service for him. He lived what he wants. He desires a cooperation, a fusion, a dance, a real relationship. He gives and I give. And I'm transformed and fulfilled only when I realize true knowledge of God. So I must lay hold of this truth, this knowledge of who God really is. That the full extent of his love, that him loving me to the highest degree, was his serving of me. One of the reasons I was created is to serve him, absolutely. But there's an equal truth that he created me to serve me, that I might know the utter extravagance of his love. He created me so that he might serve me as well, that I might know the utter extravagance of his love. Holy, washing unholy's feet. Him, being holy, washing me, unholy, washing my feet. That is the love that will move me toward this relationship he longs for. Real love. Love that transforms. I must experientially know that love. His love.